The CEO of Y Combinator just open sourced his entire Claude Code setup. 10,000 lines of code per week, 100 pull requests, 13,000 GitHub stars in 3 days. Everyone is copying it. I'm not going to copy because I write 0 lines of code. I use Claude Code to run a business. Today I'm going to show you his setup, then mine, and then I will show you how I charge $2,000 a month running this system for other people. Same tool, completely different game. Gary Tan is the president and CEO of Y Combinator. If you don't know YC, it's the startup accelerator behind Airbnb, Stripe, Dropbox, and about 5,000 other companies. When the CEO of YC says something about a tool, people pay attention. On March 12th, he published his Claude Code configuration on GitHub. He called it gstack. Within 3 days, it has 13,000 stars and 1,500 forks. The LinkedIn post announcing it got 4,000 reactions and 200 comments. It hit the front page of Hacker News. It got featured on Product Hunt with 155 upvotes. This wasn't a side project. Gary reported averaging 10,000 lines of code and 100 pull requests per week over 50 days. A CTO friend of his tested the setup, called it God mode, and say it found a cross-site scrapping vulnerability his own engineering team missed. That's what got everyone excited. The CEO of biggest startup accelerator in the world is writing more than most engineering teams, and he gave away his entire system for free. So what does gstack actually contain? 8 skills, each one designed to mimic a specific engineering role. There's a /plan CEO review, and /plan review, /review, /ship/browse. Then there's a QA, /set of browser cookies, /retro for running retro perspective. Here's the thing most people missed about gstack. Gary didn't just install Claude Code and start typing prompts. He built a system of roles and workflows around it. Each skill has a specific job, a specific perspective, and a specific output. And that's what makes it powerful. But every single one of those 8 skills is built for writing and reviewing code. If you don't write code, gstack does nothing for you. Gary writes 10,000 lines of code per week. I write 0. Same tool, different output. Peter Young asked on X, does anyone use Claude Code for non-code use cases? He got 200 replies and 500,000 views. Rennie responded and said it should be called Claude Agent, not Claude Code. Boris, the actual creator of Claude Code, said his own setup is surprisingly vanilla. He runs 5 agents in parallel, but doesn't do anything particularly complex with the configuration. So here's the question nobody answered in those threads. What does a non-code Claude Code system actually look like when it's designed to produce revenue? Not code, revenue. And this is my production system. Everything you are watching right now was built by it. It starts with claude.markdown file. That's the configuration file Claude reads every time it opens the project. Mine has the full brand context, who I am, what I sell, the exact offer structure, the voice guidelines, the anti-AI detection rules, the file management system, the content workflow. Claude doesn't ask me, what's your brand voice every session, because it already knows. Then there's the skill folder. I have 15 custom skills, each one built for the specific production task. Let me walk you through the YouTube pipeline because that's the one producing the video you are watching right now. Every video gets its own folder with up to 9 files plus a visual folder. The pipeline starts with YouTube research. I give it a topic. It pulls market data, analyzes competitor videos, identifies content gaps, and outputs a research document. The research document for this video identified that nobody's on YouTube has made a video showing how to sell Claude Code setups as a service. That gap is why this video exists. Next is YouTube outline, which takes the research and builds a detailed section-by-section outline with hook suggestions, format references, and timing estimates. Then YouTube script turns that outline into teleprompter scripts. I'm reading right now. Every word of this was generated by the system, reviewed by me, and delivered on camera. After the script, YouTube backend creates the shooting guide for my content director. It lists every screen recording, every screenshot, every visual asset with step-by-step instructions. Someone who has never used Claude Code could follow that document and shoot everything. And YouTube production creates the editor guide, a time-coded table mapping every line of dialogue to a specific visual. The editor doesn't guess what goes on screen. It's all mapped. Then it gets interesting. YouTube short form. Select scores 8 potential short form clips from this long form script. Select the top 5 and YouTube short form script writes teleprompter. scripts for all 5. And YouTube Publish generates the upload metadata, email campaigns, and platform-specific captions for distributing everything across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X. One prompt starts the pipeline. 34 pieces of content come out the other end. Beyond YouTube, I have lecture script for turning courses lessons into video scripts. /infographic generates HTML visual slides. /research topic saves web research as a reusable document, so I never research the same thing twice. And then there's a humanizer rules, a full banded word list, and writing style guide that strips every piece of AI generated content of the patterns detectors look for. Words like leverage or manifested appear at 10 to 100 times higher rate in AI text versus human text. My system bans them automatically. This isn't a productivity hack. This is a content production system that feeds a sales funnel. Research turns into scripts. Script turns into videos. Videos turn into live training registrations. Registrations turn into $20.99 clients. The system doesn't save time. It produces revenue. Here's where most people get it wrong. They watch a video like this and think, I should sell Claude Code setups. That's too vague. Nobody wakes up in the morning thinking, I need a Claude Code setup. They wake up thinking, I need more content, I need more views, I need more leads. You don't sell the tool, you sell the output. So let me show you exactly how I do this. One niche, one offer, one outreach loop. The niche, YouTube creators with 10,000 to 100,000 subscribers who post once a month or less. These people have audience. Their content already works, but they can't keep up with the production schedule, the algorithm rewards. They know they should post more. They see their competitors posting 3 times a week. They just don't have the team or the time. The offer, I will turn your one video into 34 pieces of content every week, $2,000 a month. That's not a made-up number. That's the system you just watched. One long-form video goes into the pipeline. Research script, 5 shorts with prompter scripts, captions for 5 platforms, email copy, 34 distribution touchpoints from a single video they already filmed. You don't sell Claude Code setup. You sell 34 pieces of content from one video, $2,000 a month. Now here's how you find these creators. A tool called Apify scraps YouTube channels. You set the filters. Subscriber count between 10,000 to 100,000. Upload frequency less than 2 videos per month within a specific niche. Fitness, finance, cooking. Whatever vertical you pick, Apify gives you a list of channels that match. Their contact info is usually right there in the About page or linked socials. Then you use a tool called Instantly to send the outreach. Here's the email. You post 3 videos in the last 6 months. Your competitor name posted 12. I can turn each of your videos into 34 pieces across 5 platforms. Want to see a sample? That's it. No 12 pages proposal. One specific number they can check themselves. One question. The outreach works because the data is public. They can't argue with their own upload history. Now here's how you close. Don't ask for money. Run a free pilot. Take one of their existing videos, the one that performed best. Repurpose it into 10 pieces. 2 shorts, 3 text posts, 2 email sections, 3 platform captions. Send the whole package, no charge. When they open the folder and see 10 finished pieces from a video they already shot, the $2,000 a month stops being a price and starts being obvious. They experienced the speed. They saw the quality. The conversation shifts from should I hire you to when do we start? The math is simple. 5 clients at $2,000 a month is $10,000 a month recruiting. You're running the same system I just showed you. Point it at their content instead of yours. The skills don't charge. You swap out the Claude.markdown file to match their brand voice. That's the only difference. 5 clients, $10,000 a month, same system, different Claude.markdown file. You just saw 2 systems, Gary Tan's built for code, mine built for revenue. And I just showed you how to point this system at someone else's content and charge $2,000 a month for it. But finding the niche is step 1. Writing outreach, handling the replies, running the free pilot, following up when they go quiet, closing the deal, set up recurring billing. That's a full execution system. Outreach alone has 4 or 5 touches before most people respond. And most people quit after 1. That's what I teach inside the execution squad. If you want to see whole thing before you decide, please check description. I will walk you through the outreach script, the follow-up sequence, the pricing, and exactly how I went from $0 to $600,000. Link is description. See you.